time for a hypnosis secret. This one is so powerful and so simple, it's going to shock you. And you can slip it into your sessions right now and no one will be any the wiser. Look at a traditional hypnosis model. We'll talk about fixating attention, bypassing a critical faculty, utilizing resources, maybe slipping in suggestions, things of that nature. And prior to the session, what are you doing? I'm going to greet that person. I'm going to build rapport with them. We're going to do some type of an induction, a technique, etc. There's a simple way to compress all of that in a very elegant, organic way. Number one, give yourself permission to abandon what you think a hypnosis session needs to look like. I don't care about any of that when I'm working with a client. Number two, focus on exploration and discovery. These are fundamental components of what it means to be a human being. We can leverage those. This is incredibly powerful. I'm going to walk you through how. Awareness and curiosity. These are your best friends in this area. Think about it like this. You have a client in front of you. They're saying God knows what. Maybe it's a long day. Maybe it's your sixth session and you're worn out. Ask yourself, what am I most curious about in terms of what this person is saying to me right now? Don't let the simplicity of what I just said betray you of the value. This is incredibly powerful. Think about the nuance here. If I'm with the client, maybe it's the sixth session of the day, I'm exhausted, I don't know what to do, and I just ask myself, what am I most curious about? Suddenly we've entered this space of learning, and hypnosis is an incredibly powerful way to learn at an accelerated rate. Now we're just doing it organically. We're doing it without putting pressure on ourselves, and we're not using techniques or tools. All of that's fine, but if you bring those into the session from this state, where it's about curiosity and learning, exploring, and discovering, my goodness, the unconscious mind can go, well, there's nothing really going on here. I'm just free to learn about what's happening. Boom, here's a resource for you. Let's go down that route and find out what happens. So fast, so powerful. There's these spontaneous resources that are showing up because we've created the space for that to happen. We're just exploring and discovering. Our curiosity is one of the vehicles we're using. Now this resource shows up. What do we do? Do we want to put a lot of pressure on it and try to do a technique with it? You could go that way, but another option is just to gently draw your client's awareness to it. And as you draw that client's awareness to it, become very curious about what happens. Notice their responses. What does this really mean to them? And don't be afraid to give them this space to really think about it. This sounds probably a bit slower than what you might be used to if you're working in a traditional way. I promise you, I have 8, 9-minute sessions, 13-minute sessions. I helped someone quit smoking in less than 20 minutes once. But I didn't do any of it, right? And it's easy and fun for me to work this way versus hoping it worked, right? I don't like that experience of hoping this works with somebody. I would rather create a space to take the guesswork out of change work, let their mind do everything. And what happens now? All we've done is be very curious. We've utilized awareness in in the most organic way possible. We've used these natural human tendencies of exploration and discovery. So what happens as the years go by and this client has a problem? Do you think they might be able to leverage those same resources? It's like such a meta skill hack. It's going to make your sessions reduce in terms of the amount of them that you need. And on top of that, they'll go a lot quicker as you develop this skill. Follow me if you want to be a great hypnotist, folks. Take care.